I'm so excited because Outpost Gaming, one of the largest gaming stores in Antwerp, in my city, in the best city in Belgium, is hosting their first ever Pokemon Go Cup and Challenge. And the representation, I think, is going to be huge because we have trainers coming in from, I believe, 4 different countries. We have Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and Germany. And they are all looking to be able to take home this top prize. We have Kalfia, who won the last cup that we showcased on the channel, trying to see maybe if he can take home 2 gold medals from this. But we also have Inadequates, who won the challenge last time, and then also Though Technical, Stone Collection, and Statistan, 3 trainers who are less than 50 championship points away from qualifying from Worlds. So they could be ended up qualifying for Worlds here in my city, in the best city in Belgium. All right, Robin, how many championship points do you have?
319.
Okay, so you just need to basically be in the top cut and you're qualified for Worlds.
Yeah.
All right, okay. You feeling confident?
I mean, I lost the first set here, so that pretty much downed me. But the opponents are tough, so let's see. Currently at 360.
Okay, all right. And so if you do well in these tournaments, then you are basically qualified for Worlds, and currently you are 3-0.
Yeah, I can qualify in this tournament, but I do have to win the tournament, so it's gonna be a tough ask.
All right.
Who knows what's gonna.
All right. Well, we could be making history here, so we're gonna keep our eyes on you.
I'm currently at 368, so only 32 away from that World Championship ticket.
Okay, okay. And how are you feeling confident about today's Cup and Challenge?
Yeah, I just got destroyed by Green Slash's Golbat, so but still kind of confident. I'm 2-1 right now, so if I get the next win, I should be in top 4 and I'll get the 32 points I need, but if I lose, then probably not. So it all depends on this next match.
All right, it's going to be a big one then.
Yes, definitely.
How many points are you at?
I'm at 275 now.
Okay, so they're a lot higher than you. Are you worried that your friends are going to be beating you to Worlds?
That's okay, I'll beat them at Worlds.
Are you going to beat Martijn again?
We'll see. We'll see. He has an annoying couple Pokemon.
I think you can say it's an annoying face or something.
That too. That too.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the Cup finals. It is between the 2 Dutch battlers here, Toe Technical versus Inadequates. And I have to say, these 2 did play each other earlier on in the Cup as well, and Toe Technical ended up winning that one. As Martijn says, first time he ever won, so we'll have to see how these go. The teams you can see below, Inadequate's running kind of a spicy team with that Greninja on it, Annihilate, which has been doing really well in the Play Pokemon circuit lately, a regular Abomasnow, Lickitung, Talonflame, and Cresselia. And then Toe Technical using a team that he said he stole off of Zizwilis, who then Nighttime Clashes said stole off of him. So this team is going to be one that's a bit more tried and true in this Show 6 Pick 3 format. That's at Shadow Dragonair, Whiscash, Skeledirge, Registeel, Pelipper, and Abomasnow as well. Let's go ahead and jump right into these matches here. Again, this is the Cup finals, so this is going to be for 50 points. And also, as we can already see a little bit, spoiler alert on this, Toe Technical, since he made the top cut, already qualified for Worlds, so I think a little bit of pressure is off of him here, but he still wants to go for that glory, so we'll see how these games go. Starting off, we have that Dragonair against the Annihilate. As you can see, Dragon Breath pressure is just so high here, but Annihilate being able to get to its charge attack really quickly, running Night Slash instead of Ice Punch, which seems to now be the favorable thing, especially after Dunebug had those 2 double boosts in the last one in Knoxville. Tactical at a move of his own already, getting that first shield off of Inadequance as well. Inadequance already at another Night Slash. This is what's great about this charge attack, is it pieces so quickly, forcing that second shield off of Tactical because he wants to get alignment here. So as you can see, he's able to completely farm down. He is going to be able to throw at whatever comes in, and it's going to be that Lickitung. Lickitung is a pretty good sponge here for Tactical, or for Inadequance's side here. As you can see, that Body Slam didn't do too much overall. Able to get to yet another one though, which is pretty great for him. Then Lickitung is already in the yellow, but able to completely lick down. And in comes a Registeel. But now, Tactical has no shields left, and this Greninja is in the back. Greninja also, if you want to talk about fast pacing, only takes 3 Water Shurikens to get to its attacks here. You see 1, 2, it also has one of the highest attacks in the game. Going to be able to throw off its charge attack first. Has to shield up the Zap Cannon because this is a very, very frail team. And he gets the attack ball. A bummer for Inadequance here, but is able to now throw this Night Slash onto the Pelipper. As you can see, it still does a decent amount of damage even though the attack is down. And once again, already at another move here. So this second Night Slash is going through. We have to remember again, Tactical out of shields, and Inadequance now gets that buff, so he's able to throw Tactical trying to go for that Hurricane, realizes he's not going to get it in time. That Night Slash is going to come through, just wants to get as much chip damage off as possible, but it's a little too late now. This Night Slash will be connecting, it will be taking out that Pelipper, and the Registeel is coming back in, and this is the problem with Registeel. The fast attack pressure is absolutely nothing. Tactical knows it as well, already at yet another Hydro Cannon, and it is enough to take out the Registeel. Inadequance taking game number 1. So let's go ahead and see how these two are going to play it out for game number 2 here. Will Tactical be able to secure a second game to go to a best of 3? Looks like it's a pretty good start for him here. Dragonair versus the Talonflame. Talonflame is going to have to shield this up if it doesn't want to go down, but as you can see by Inadequance's Talonflame, it's not running Flame Charge, it's running both Brave Bird and Fly, forcing Tactical to make a shield decision here, wants to be able to completely get this Talonflame out of the way. Great timing once again, throwing once before, so it's not going to be able to get to a charge attack, and Tactical ends up taking out the Talonflame, getting some alignment, but not the alignment he's looking for here. Abomasnow going to be doing some nice damage. Fortunately for Inadequance, since it's not a Shadow, it's not going to be able to completely knock it out by fast move pressure alone, having to take that Body Slam, but now Abomasnow has a ton of energy. That energy is going nowhere on the Registeel, and a quick swap by both here. Greninja and Tactical immediately swapped into that Pelipper as well, but this time he has a shield. However, we can see how much a non-attack debuff Night Slash does, and it is a lot. Inadequance already at 2 here, and Tactical letting that second one go down as well, saving that shield for the Registeel. But as you can see, ooh, an attack now is even higher for Inadequance, and Tactical goes straight for the Hurricane. It would be enough to knock it out. Inadequance knows it. Now he's 0 shields, but he's able to Water Shuriken down and have a ton of energy. And now the ball is in Tactical's court. Is he going to shield the bait? Is he going to shield the actual Hydro Cannon that's come through? He shields the bait, which is big, and now this Hydro Cannon will be able to connect. We're going to see it go through here, and we're going to see how much damage a boosted Hydro Cannon does to a Registeel, and it is a lot. Enough for Tactical to go ahead and just close out the game, and for Inadequance to take a screenshot. Immediately swapping now into that Abomasnow, just be able to outpace here an Icy Wind, and let's see, Energy Ball aren't going to be doing that much of the Registeel, but at this stage, it will be enough to knock it out, and Inadequance goes 2-0 in the Cup Finals, securing him another 50 points for his championship points, and see possible World Qualifications.
In the cut, I went 2-2, but just barely managed to get it in the top cut because I faced Stan and I faced Martijn, who are 4-0 and 3-1. So the tiebreaker to get in, and I managed to beat Stan in the first top cut round. So 40 points today, not too bad. Yeah, I did end up losing to this guy, Martijn, in the finals. I beat him in the preliminary stages, but then finals, he got me good. So congrats to him.
But you are officially over the qualification points
I am,
for World.
yes,
so
I am. I should now be at 408 points. points, so just over the barrier of rules tickets. So.
So are you going to still be competing?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm gonna go for that top 8 spot. Hopefully get the travel award. That would be very nice.
You won the cup. Was it hard?
No,
So theoretically, with this, how many points are you now sitting at?
I'm at 325.
All right, getting close as well. Hi, Trip.
Hi Amanda. I participated too.
A lot of times when places put on the cups, they like to tag on the challenges at the end as well. Cups are a little bit different in that they are worth more points, but they are only being able to be done every 3 months, while challenges are only worth 15 points, but you can do them every single month. So what Outpost did was they put them together. I know this won't always be the case, but it's really fortunate for us because you know what it means? We get even more footage. All right, let's move into the challenge here. So Status Stan, unfortunately, as we saw, was not able to secure all the points that he needed to be able to qualify for Worlds. However, if he does win this challenge, he will be only 3 points shy of qualifying for Worlds, so that is pretty impressive. Meanwhile, Slowking, a Belgian player, hasn't even competed yet this season. He didn't do too terrible much practice, and he was actually unable to make it to the cup because he was running a little bit late. Must be in the name, Slowking. But also King in the name, being able to completely sweep past all of these really, really good players with a team that he said he just stole off of one of Caleb Peng's videos in the very last second. So a little bit of props to our content creator, caster, and friend Caleb there as well. His team is the Annihilate, the Mandibuzz, Bastodon, Azumarill, Whiscash, and Trevenant, which we haven't seen so much of anymore. And then on Stan's team, it's the same team that he won in Liverpool that he had a decent success with, being able to top cut, being that Shadow, Alolan Sandslash, Whiscash, Lickitung, Mantine, Annihilate as well, and the Charjabug. So we only have perspective from Status Stan because Slowking running late, forgetting to record as well. We'll give him some slack because he did so well. But yes, let's jump into the matches. All right, we're going to go ahead and start out. Again, this is Stan's perspective, and a great lead call by him. Whiscash in the Bastodon, so dominating, and going ahead and using that Azumarill as a safe swap, only to be met by Lickitung. Now, this matchup isn't so horrible for the Azumarill, but Azumarill just paces so slowly, and also the movesets have been revealed, and he is running Play Rough and Ice Beam, so no need to even threaten the Hydro Pump. Stan already getting to a Power Whip here, and Slowking lets it go through, which is kind of interesting because the problem here is Slowking needs to be able to use that switch advantage because Bastodon into Whiscash is such a dominating matchup for the Whiscash. But because Stan now shielded this second Play Rough, he's able to Body Slam and then completely lick down, keeping that advantage that he would have lost otherwise. And now just coming out with a ton of energy. Timing really well is here, not letting any smackdowns go through, and being able to get the Power Whip, which is the more effective move against the Bastodon. Still, as you can see, not doing that much damage overall, but like we say, chip damage is chip damage. Bastodon almost into the yellow, and Slowking doing anything possible to try to negate the energy that this Lickitung has been getting. Swaps into his Mandibuzz, only to be met hard countered once again by this Shadow Alolan Sandslash. And Shadow Alolan Sandslash, even worse for Slowking, is on Powder Snow, as you can see. So not only are these charge attacks doing so much damage, also the fast attacks are putting one of the bulkiest Pokemon in Great League already down to the yellow, as you can see. Slowking tried to bait with an Aerial Ace there. Stan didn't shield it and forcing them to throw another. And as you can see, now the Scald is going through from the Whiscash, putting that Mandibuzz even lower. There's only a Bastodon in the back. It does have a ton of energy, but Slowking goes ahead, recognizes there's nothing he can do in this position, and goes ahead and concedes the match, giving game 1 to Status Stan. Game number 2, we're going to go ahead and see the perspective again from Stan, and we have a Lickitung lead into the Whiscash. Again, this is favorable for the Lickitung. However, it can be a little bit flipped because the Scald is reached by the Whiscash first, and if the Scald gets a debuff, it can end up flipping this matchup. The Scald goes through, but as you can see, no debuff here, and the Power Whip is reached. Stan going a little bit over because he doesn't want the Slowking to catch this Power Whip on anything else. He does draw that first shield from the Whiscash as well. Whiscash at yet another Scald. We'll see if the second one is any luckier. No, yes it is. It is a little bit luckier, and he's able to reach this Mud Bomb as well to be able to knock it out. But Stan chooses to use a shield because he is indeed at that Power Whip. Going again over, making sure his moves aren't being caught, and forcing a double shield scenario off of Slowking here. So now just charging up a ton of energy and releasing this Mud Bomb, and Stan decides to let that go down. And then now the Mantine, it's really just too good against this team here. It looks like Azumarill is now being swapped in, but as you can see from Stan's side, Annihilate wants nothing to do with that Azumarill. The counters are not going to be doing much at all, only to be able to rely on the Shadow Ball, which does take a while to get to. So Stan's choosing to stay in this, which is good for him as well. It's not like it's going to be able to be a fast-paced game. As you can see, these aerial aces are just slowly chipping away, but the Azumarill is in the red now and forced to throw. We talked about the pacing of Azumarill. These bubbles just make it so slow. Stan not even choosing to shield that up, and now having the Annihilate come in to completely counter down. And even though there's two Pokemon in the back, this is a horrible position for Slowking, because as you can see, Annihilate is coming in, but Annihilate on Annihilate here, the Shadow Ball completely takes it out, and not only that, he's going to be able to get to another charge attack. Night Slash again being able to pace a little bit faster than Ice Punch and doing more damage, being able to now counter down afterwards. Status Stan taking the challenge 2-0 and securing those 15 points that he needed. And it looks like, I believe, like we talked about, he's only 3 points away from Worlds. And that's all we have for this video. Once again, congratulations to Inadequence for going ahead and taking home the gold for the cup, getting 50 points, Status Stan top cutting in the cup, and also getting first place in the challenge, making him only 3 points shy of qualifying for Worlds. And big congratulations to Toe Tactical being able to top cut in this cup and be able to get enough points to be able to push him over the edge. He's officially qualified. Who's going to be next? Stay tuned. We will definitely have more coverage of these coming up.